Africa is home to some of the most beautiful animals in the world. Conservation efforts are in place to help ensure that they do not go extinct because of illegal poaching and retaliation by local farmers within the region. These are their stories. I'm a giraffe. My conservation status is listed as vulnerable. That means that I am at high risk of endangerment in the wild. I am found in southern, central, and eastern Africa. I live in the African savannas because I like the warm temperatures of the tropical grasslands and the trees that are spread around the land. My natural predators are lions, crocodiles, and humans. I'm an herbivore, and my favorite food is the leaves from the tall acacia trees. I'm not a territorial animal, and I like to be social. I travel in herds with lots of other giraffes. I'm the world's tallest animal, and if I need to, I can go several days with no water and will stay hydrated from the moisture in the tree leaves that I eat. People kill me for my meat, coat, and tail. They use my tail as a bracelet for good luck and my coat for a shield covering. There are only about 80,000 of my species left on the planet. This beautiful mammal is an African elephant. Their conservation status is also listed as vulnerable, and they are also at risk of becoming endangered. They are found in southern, western, and eastern Africa. They love habitats that provide lots of food and water. Humans are their only predator. They are herbivores and spend most of their time eating and drinking. They can eat up to 300 pounds of tree bark and leaves a day and drink 30 to 50 gallons of water a day. They are the world's largest mammal and have a trunk that doubles as an arm. Elephants like to live in small family groups, and they are very social creatures. Their family usually consists of an older matriarch and several generations of females. The males are usually solitary, but sometimes will live in a group of 3 or 4 bulls. They take care of their weak or injured family members and seem to grieve when one of their family members die. People kill the elephants for their tusks that are made from ivory. There are only about 450 to 700,000 elephants left on the planet. This gorgeous big cat is an African cheetah. Their conservation status is listed as critically endangered, and this means that they are at an extremely high risk of becoming extinct in the wild. They are found in southern and eastern Africa. They are carnivores and enjoy living in the open plains, dining on small antelopes, impalas, small mammals, and birds. Their natural predators are eagles, hyenas, lions, and humans. They are the only cat that cannot retract its claws, and they have special pads on the bottom of their feet that gives them traction when running. They have long, muscular legs and a long tail for balance. They also have distinctive black marks running down their faces from their eyes to their mouth. This is to stop the glare from the sun so they can hunt during the day. They are able to reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour in short bursts. People kill the cheetahs out of retaliation for killing their farm animals. There are said to be less than 10,000 cheetahs left on the planet. This is the lion. Their conservation status is listed as vulnerable, and they have no natural predators other than humans. They are found in sub-Saharan Africa and live in the African savannas, grasslands, dense brush areas, and woodland areas. They are carnivores and prey on buffalo, rhinos, hippos, and me, the giraffe. They will also steal food from the smaller animals, and 50% of their diets consist of scavenged food. You can easily spot a male lion by his big black or brown mane around his neck. The male and female lions both roar, and these roars can be heard from 5 miles away. Lions are the most social of the big cats. They live in prides with 2 or 3 males, 5 to 10 females, and their young. They are very affectionate toward each other and spend their leisure time licking, touching, and rubbing their heads together. People kill the lions in rituals of bravery, for hunting trophies, and because of their perceived medicinal and magical powers. There are less than 21,000 lions left on the planet. The African leopard is also a member of the big cat family. Their conservation status is near threatened, meaning that they are likely to become endangered in the near future. Their only predators are humans. They are found in more than 35 African countries and like to live in the rocky landscapes with dense brush and riverine forests. They are carnivores and prey on decaying fish, reptiles, rodents, hares, birds, antelopes, warthogs, and baboons. Leopards spend most of their time in a tree, eating and sleeping to avoid lions and hyenas. They are predominantly nocturnal, solitary animals with a beautiful coat that is orange-brown and is covered in irregular, dark spots that are called rosettes. The leopards that live in East Africa have circular spots, and those that live in South Africa have square spots. People kill leopards to use their soft fur for coats and ceremonial robes. They are also hunted for their whiskers, tails, and claws. They are not sure how many leopards are left on the planet. The white rhinoceros is said to date back millions of years ago to the Miocene era. Their conservation status is critically endangered, and they are at extreme risk of extinction in the wild. Their only predators are humans. They live mainly in South Africa, but have been reintroduced to Kenya and Zambia. They like to live in the savannas with water holes, mud wallows, shade trees, and grass, which they eat. They are social animals. They can gallop up to 30 miles per hour and don't see well. The white rhino has a wide upper lip and noticeable hump on the back of its neck. They have a gray hide and 2 horns. People kill them for their horns. There are less than 15,000 white rhinos left on the planet. Lastly, the black rhino. They also date back millions of years ago. They are also critically endangered, and their only predator is humans. They live in 4 countries in South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. They live in the open savannas and grasslands, eating vegetation, leaves, bushes, trees, shoots of plants, and buds. Their favorite habitats have dense woody vegetation. They have a triangular-shaped upper lip with a grasping point, a thick, hairless gray hide, and 2 horns. They are not as social as the white rhino. They don't see well either, which could explain why they will charge for no reason. They do have very good hearing and a good sense of smell. People kill the black rhino for their horns as well. Some people believe that their horns have medicinal qualities that can cure cancer, but the fact is, their horns are made up of keratin, the same thing that make up human hair and nails. There are only about 3,610 black rhinos left in the wild. I hope this introduction to some of Africa's most beautiful animals has stirred up something inside of you that causes you to want to help save them all. The senseless killing by these poachers of these majestic creatures for their coats, claws, or horns must be stopped.